Welcome everyone to Found Purpose. I'm your host, Cortland Field.
Congratulations once again.
The belief that you have in yourself. Because if you
don't have
belief,
I always tell you how proud of you I am.
Yeah, stop, the camera's on you now, man.
I didn't. People feel like, oh, because they're in their 40s, 50s, 60s, oh, I don't have a chance. Why don't you? Be your own unique story. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do or what you cannot. Welcome everybody to another episode of Found Purpose. I'm your host, Cortland Fields, and you're chilling at the spot. So today we're going to talk about support, all right, and intentions. You know, I think they go hand in hand in some type of way. So knowing what people's intentions are and also giving and showing support. And that could work in so many ways. And what happens when you don't get the support that you feel that you need, or you don't get it at all? How do you move past that? And for me, it was very difficult to try to navigate through life because I always felt like I needed other people's support. I needed validation for whatever I was doing in my life. And that is not true. I feel like when it comes to support, you have to understand, like, and I'm trying to be careful because you got to be careful about what you say and how you say it. I remember a lot of times when I was growing up, I didn't feel like I was getting support or I wasn't being supported in whatever I wanted to do. Tell you a quick story. I used to always want to sing. I used to always want to sing. Like, my thing was I wanted to be like Michael Jackson, New Edition. That was the group to be in. And I used to love singing. I used to sing in the house, singing. I went to talent shows, and I felt that I was really good. When you expose your gift, your talent, or whatever have you, it's like your baby. It's like you nurture it, you guard it. And for me, I exposed my talent and I was crushed because a person that I cared about, somebody that I deeply admired, told me, you shouldn't sing. You can't sing, stop singing. And that crushed me. It crushed me because outside people were saying how good you are. You should go on this talent show. You could do this talent show. And I thought I was good. And then somebody told me you shouldn't sing. So the confidence left. I was still singing, but I wasn't singing with confidence. I became shy because I let somebody take away my confidence. And it kind of basically like shattered it for the most part. It did. It kind of like shattered it. So the level of confidence that I used to have when I was singing, it wasn't there no more. I would sing, but I wasn't like, I didn't want to sing because I was always scared somebody's going to tell me, oh, you can't do something or you can't do that. And this happened at an early age, you know, so I didn't have the support. What was the intention behind somebody telling me that I can't sing? Was they saying it out of love, out of care, or was they being malicious? They have bad intent. I think the person just wanted me to shut up because I was always singing, you know, but for whatever reason, it is what it is. So I was always shy and always scared to do things on my own because I was always fearful that somebody's going to tell me I can't do it or I'm not good enough. And I got into acting. Acting kind of like fell in my lap. This is going to sound weird because I love playing with characters. I love having imaginary friends, but I didn't seek out acting. My thing was I wanted to be a lawyer or something like that because that's what I was told that I should grow up to be a lawyer or a doctor. But that's not what I really wanted. But long story short, I got into acting and I was very guarded with it. I didn't let nobody know that I was acting. And I was with, the acting coach at the time was like Bruce Orstein. And I went and the show came up. No, matter of fact, I waited until my name was on the flyer. And then I was like, oh shoot, this is real. This is real. This is really about to happen. So I went and I told my wife about it. And my wife Ben knew about it because we just kept on, she would rehearse with me. You know what I mean? She believed in me. So she would rehearse with me. And so she gave me that support I needed when it came to acting. She always thought that I was a good actor. She used to always tell me, because that's how we used to play, role play, all that. She always encouraged me to be an actor. So I do love her for that, because I wouldn't even did it if I didn't have her support. But then I had to go tell my family, and I ain't gonna tell my family nothing. In some families, it's like you'll tell them something, but they'll throw everything at you and tell you the reason why you should not do it. And I felt like this was gonna happen again, but I had to suck it up. And I went and told my mom. She saw my name on a flyer, all she wrote. My family was there, they supported, they loved it, I loved it. And then I had to ask myself, did I love it because people were showing me support, or did I love acting because it was something I was good at, it was a passion that I had? And I tried to walk away from acting a lot of times. Many times I tried to walk away from acting because it wasn't, when you're acting, you have to love it. You can't want to do it for fame or anything else. You have to love acting. Definitely. You have to love acting. You have to love going into rehearsal. You have to love being in your emotions. You have to love being corrected, being rejected, and still get up and want to do it. And that was something I wasn't ready for, but it kept on calling me. It kept on calling me. Acting kept on calling me, so I continued. But that was the most I ever seen my family really support me when it came to like acting. They showed up. Every time they showed up. So that was my validation. Other things I was doing, not so much. So my question is, what do you do when you don't have the support that you need? What do you do when people can't be around? Because there's a lot of projects that I did, or a lot of things that I did in my life that sometimes I didn't get the support I needed. Nobody knew I was writing the book. Hating to love my life, learning to love my life, all these grievances that I had, and I was writing poetry. Now, my family will show up when they need to. My family's like on a need to basis. If I need to show up, yeah, they're like that. If I need to show up, I'll show up. It's only a need to, like a life or death. And I guess I like it because I feel like sometimes with my family, and I think I do it too, I don't support you unless you know this is what you want. If this is what you're passionate at and this is what you really want, then I'm gonna support you. My family, and like I said, so it's like, if I see you going hard at something, I wanna see what you're gonna do about it before I support you. You know, I will help you and stuff like that, but other people are different. But it been sometimes in other areas that I had forgot about when I was growing up, like, hey, I always felt like my family didn't support me. My family didn't care what I was doing. They didn't care how I was getting by. I felt like I didn't have the support I needed in other areas of my life. And that was because I was kind of like shut off, closed off. And it results of the childhood traumas. The thing I want people to understand is that you're not always going to get the support you need from everyone. Sometimes you're going to be out there on your own with no one out to support you. And how do you get from that? And the hardest lesson I could tell you that I had to go through is believing in myself, loving myself, validating my own self-worth. Because if you don't validate yourself and if you don't love yourself to keep on going, you're never going to get supported. Sometimes you could come into a place where you're feeling that you can't move unless someone else approves that this is good for you. Why? Why do you need somebody else's approval? Are you scared? It's normal. Frightened? Normal. Fear of messing up? Normal. Fear of making mistakes? Normal. Fear of getting old? Normal. If you have those fears when you're doing something, then you're in the right place, what you're supposed to be doing, if you believe in it enough. But the support comes when you believe in yourself, when you're going against all the odds, when you're going against everything, even when people are telling you no, and you're still finding when it's still burning in your heart to say, I want to do this. This is what I want to do, because you have a message or you have something that you want to do. It's something that you want, and everybody's not going to support you. You're probably not going to get the support from your husband. You're probably not going to get support from your wife. You're probably not going to get support from your kids. And that hurts. And I'm not going to say in lie say it doesn't hurt not to have the support from your loved ones, because it does. Because if they don't support you, who in the hell else will? And the quick answer is you. You got to support yourself. You got to be your own validation. Because if you're not, you're never going to succeed in life, and you're always going to look over your back wondering if I could have, would have, could have, should have. And you don't want to live like that. I've seen a lot of people in my lifetime that has always thought, if I could have did this or I should have did this. Why didn't you? People feel like, oh, because they're in their 40s, 50s, 60s, oh, I don't have a chance. Why don't you? Be your own unique story. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do or what you cannot do. I suffer from that. I'm trying to get out of my own way to be better for myself. I would have never thought in a million years that I would have wrote poetry books. Who knew? I didn't. But I did it. Because for me, that came from a place of hurt, a place of anger, a place of happiness where I couldn't express myself because I didn't feel supported. And the thing is with me is I want to support others from, that's how I heal. I heal by helping other people get through what was challenging for me. So I forgot what the word they called that. There's a word for it. I forgot what they call it. It's like our own therapy to help people. That's how we cope with it. It's not like a codependent, but it's like we see people's trauma or they hurt and we understand it and we try to help people get through it, because that's therapy for us, because it makes it feel like whatever we went through was not all that bad, being that I'm able to relate to someone else and help them through their problem. So this is why I do Found Purpose. This is why I talk to the viewers. This is why I talk, because I want to show people that you're not alone. You never have to be alone. Like, we all go through stuff, but it's like you have to be the one to go out there and put yourself out there. And putting myself out there is very hard. It's very